Take a breath and open your heart, because Spirit has been waiting for you to hear this. A chapter in your life is closing, one that has carried both lessons and weight. The angels are here to remind you that endings are not loss, but guidance. As we step into this reading, let's uncover what's ending, why it's happening now, and what your soul is being prepared for next. Welcome in, my beautiful Taurus friends. How are you? I am so happy and thankful to have each and every one of you here with me today. So thank you, everyone. And those of you that are brand new to my channel, hello and welcome, my friends. My name is Rhea. Let's go ahead, call in Spirit, open up this space, and see what it is your soul is meant to hear today. So we are going to first start with the Guardian Angel Oracle card. So these are your guardian angels that are coming forward to bring you a message around a chapter that is closing in your life right now. All right, so let's see what it is that they're wanting to share with you. So we're getting it's time. It is time that this chapter close. It is time that you move forward onto a new chapter in your life. So you are here to make a difference in the world, Taurus. And it's through your actions that you can shape and influence time. So be brave, be resolute, and step forward with confidence. So I feel this new chapter is about you moving through it with confidence. There's an old chapter here where maybe you didn't feel confident. And now you're going through an experience where you're having to step into that confidence, right? So some of you might be resonating with the image of this card. I'm going to read this to you one more time. So Taurus, you are here to make a difference in the world. And it's through your actions that you can shape and influence time. Be brave, be resolute, and step forward with confidence. All right? Confidence for some of us, sure, it might be natural. But I feel we have to build confidence. Right? And it's a talent, it is a gift, it's a skill. So I feel that Spirit is actually wanting you to work on building that skill set of confidence within yourself by showing up for yourself, loving yourself, all these kinds of things as you're stepping into this new chapter. So I'm going to pull 3 tarot cards and we're going to see what is unfolding and what you're meant to know around this unfolding. So we are doing the Tower card here. All right. So there is something that you have outgrown, something that has expired in your life. It no longer fits. You are emerging more expanded. You have grown. And whatever this layer is, it no longer fits. So you have to take it off. It's a layer. It's an ego. There's something here that is falling away and you have to create a new structure. There's a rebuilding that is happening. They want you to be strong here. You have a lot of strength. So it means that you're going to be putting a little bit more energy and effort into the experience of the Tower moment. So this card is a major arcana card, so this energy is going to be prominent in your life. However, it does tend to be in the background. So some of you are going to feel this energy intensely, while others you're going to feel this subtly. All right, we also have the 4 of Wands, celebration. I'm getting there's a manifestation coming through. And because this manifestation is coming through, whatever does not align with this is no longer going to stay with you. And I'm getting a lot of celebration, like life is meant to be celebrated. Whatever this experience is opening you up to the 4 of Wands energy. So look at that. And we have the Ace of Cups. We have an offering. This is a beautiful energy because it's opening you up to a new experience in your life, a new way of being, a new way of feeling. Okay, so this is where your heart is overjoyed. It is your cup that is running over. It's runnething over, if that's a word. So that's what's coming through for you. Now, Taurus, I want you to use your own intuition with my reading today. So whenever you see my cards popping up on screen, I want you to try and interpret them using your own intuition. This is going to strengthen your intuition and you will also receive your own messages. And I love it when you share with me how these cards connect with you, how they show up in your life, and how you resonate with this reading. So share with me in the comment section below. Oh my goodness, I love this. You know, the Tower card, whenever that shows up, it can be scary. Tower moments generally are scary. Sometimes they're really challenging. And, you know, any of the Tower moments I've had in my past, you're like going through them. Like there's no doubt that you're moving through something that is really difficult, but you always get through it. Right? So you're going to have to share with me how many Tower moments you've had and you've overcome them because you're able to share them with us now, right? So Before I begin, I just wanted to mention that we all live a different life experience. These cards are going to present themselves differently in each of our lives. This is also a general reading for you today, so those of you that are watching, if my reading isn't resonating for you, please leave it behind, but also check out your moon, rising, and Venus signs, because sometimes they put the pieces together for you. So this is for the Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, okay? So the Tower card. So destruction, this is a taking things apart and starting over again. And there is a clearing of energy happening here. So some of you may have been feeling uncertain through a challenge you're experiencing. Maybe there's a lot of fog here. You're not exactly sure why you're going through what you're going through, or something doesn't make sense. A person doesn't make sense. Like, I'm getting a little bit of confusion here with this. So maybe there's something that you're going through right now that doesn't make sense. Allow yourself to just move through that process. It's like, okay, I don't know what is going on right now, and it's okay to be there. It's like, okay, I don't know what's going on. So let's stay within that space of knowing that, okay, we're here, it's happening. Where do we move from this? This is you centering yourself and reconnecting. I feel some of you have taken the dynamite to this tower and actually blown it up yourself. Like you're the catalyst for this change. And maybe you're watching movies like this, like thriller movies where maybe there is some dynamite and someone's blowing something up. Maybe it's like I'm seeing cars that are blowing up, like an action movie or something. Like, have you watched one recently? There's something coming up. You're gonna have to share the name with it, because I feel this is a sign for others out there. So if you're able to share as much as whatever's coming in for you, it just connects everyone, right? So the Tower card. So I remember a tower moment in my own life where I was let go of a job. And, you know, there's a lot of different things that were happening in the dynamics of that job. And after a very long time, I was fired from that job, let go, because there was like a rift between this girl and myself, and things happened there, and I was let go. It was devastating. So I sat in my car and cried for like 3-4 hours. And then once I was over that, I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to take a deep breath. And I was like, I'm not going to let this happen to me. There's no way I'm going to let this define me or this be my story. So instead I went home, cleaned myself up, and then I was like, you know, where do I want to work? You know, what I'm going to go out there today. I set an intention, and I went out there. I'm like, I'm not going to come home until I get a job. I have 2 daughters. I'm a single mom at the time, right? And I found a job that same day, and I found a job that was way better. It paid better, a better position. So sometimes things happen in ways that you're not expecting. And there was like this, like, it bubbled over. There's things that were bubbling, percolating, and all of a sudden they rose up and they kind of blew out like a volcano. So I'm definitely getting here even a flare up. I don't know if any of you have like skin rash or inflammation here, and there's like a flare up in your body, in your nervous system. So, you know, you may have had eczema or psoriasis, something like this is coming in where you had it under control, but now you're going through a season where it's flaring up again. Or this might have to do with your gut health. Like this might have to do with your physical health. Now, I'm not a doctor. I'm not giving any kind of medical advice here. I'm just reading the energy of the cards. If you are going through something physical, make sure you're getting that looked at by a medical professional, especially if there's something that's kind of been lingering that you brush under the rug or you're kind of putting off, and maybe you put it off for a little while. Make sure you're getting that looked at. This had to happen. This has to happen. You know this. You've known this for a while, and now it's actually happening, or it's already happened. I'm seeing some of you going through the thick of this, right? And, you know, emotions, allow yourself to feel the emotions. Do not beat yourself up as you're moving through this. Make sure you're implementing self-care and self-love here. The dust is going to settle, and know that you're supported through this. And they don't want you to get caught up in the tower falling. Instead, allow it to fall. You know, sometimes what happens is we get caught up in the drama of the chaos of things that are falling away. And I found myself in these places as well, where when I catch myself, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm becoming aware, like what is going on? And I'm like, wait a minute. Okay, I'm all over the place here. I'm scattered. I'm scattered with everything else that's scattering. So I need to center myself within the scattering that is happening. And here I'm able to stabilize myself, breathe through it, and move through it slowly and steadily. So this is also what they're encouraging you to do, is to create your center. Whatever is happening is meant to happen. So again, with your health, this could be, you know, this is where some of you are being slowed down, right? You may have sprained your ankle, something going on with your wrist. And definitely getting things that are happening for you physically, right? This could be, you know, all of a sudden you get let go of a job, or, you know, your position, there's no need for it anymore because AI has taken over. I've heard so much of that out there. Like I really have, and there's a lot of people out there that are worried about jobs. So, you know, I feel jobs are ending here, relationships that is closing. So that can be really painful when you're going through it, right? But no, there's something else that is better on the other side that is waiting for you, just like for me, that job that paid better. You know, if I wasn't fired, if I stayed at that job, who knows how long I would have been there. And the position I got wouldn't have been there. So I would have had to wait for something else to come along. I believe that it would have happened for me regardless. That's just how I think. It would have just happened differently if I'd stayed longer, but it was meant to happen at that time. This is what I believe. And it was meant to happen in the way it happened because it opened me up to an awareness and truth around deceit, betrayal, this kind of stuff. So yeah, perhaps you're learning lessons, becoming awakened to the truth behind something that can be shattering to us, right? So, you know, when we have, for myself, when I've moved through a tower moment, I'll go back after like 6 months and look back. And there's so much I see that I didn't see when I was in the thick of the experience. So I just allow myself to surrender to it and move through it and adjust myself the best that I can as I'm moving through it. And I always find myself coming out on the other side with this Four of Wands. Celebration, joy, this is where your heart is singing. This is where there's connection, community, relationships. Like there's a feeling of being supported here. So the support is already there for you. And what Spirit is doing is, especially those of you that have closed yourself off, like sometimes we close ourselves off without even knowing it. And all of a sudden we're finding ourselves in a place where we wish to connect, but we can't because this other thing happened. Like I'm getting someone that's been carrying layers of reasons of why, of whys, like layers of reasons of whys. This is what they're showing me. And these layers are peeling away and they need to peel away. And I feel that you know that you're ready to allow them to peel away. And you're ready to now explore, ready to open to connection. There's a lot of healing that is happening within these energies. So this closure has to do with your healing. It's you stepping into this new version of yourself. This is where you're taking your power back. This is where you're stepping into your world and creating with Spirit. You're becoming a co-creator. You can create any kind of life you desire, right? Once this falls away, you can either take the stone that fell away and rebuild with that stone, or you can just kind of throw it in the garbage and be like, all right, I'm starting fresh. I'm doing something totally different with a specific area of my life, maybe my entire life, right? So, you know, for myself, if I were to look at my life as a Tower card right now, we are closing a chapter in a city that we live in and an experience we're living in. We're moving into a new experience up in the mountains that's different than city life. It's something that I've desired, my family's desired. Now we're making it happen. It's a manifestation, but it's an old energy that we have to release and move away from to live here within this space. So I feel for some of you, perhaps you're going through a move, right? There's a major shift that you're moving through here, my friends, and it is a part of your journey. You're exactly where you're meant to be. Whatever choices you've made that led you here, don't beat yourself up around them because it was meant to happen. You were meant to make those choices. They were the right ones. So let that weight go. You know, let the past go. Allow yourself to embrace the adventure before you. There's something here they want you to explore, right? And I'm getting you near with, you know, with a best friend. I'm getting connection here. I'm seeing people supporting you, backing you up. I'm seeing you opening to a world where, you know, the energy that you're desiring is also desiring you. So we have this beautiful harmony, this connection, this alignment that is happening here. And this is where they really want you to stabilize and root yourself within your own frequency, that place of happiness, joy, peace, connection. You know what this is for you. They want you to stabilize yourself here. You know how to create this because you've done it before. So those of you that are experiencing a little bit of instability or major instability, it's time to ground yourself within that experience. It's an experience that you're meant to go through because you are growing and evolving through it. And you're going to find that you're going to overcome it, and your life is going to be way, way better. Like, I'm telling you, don't be afraid of change. Change is inevitable. I like to create a healthy change, like a healthy relationship with change. I don't mind change. I'm good with adjusting to it. And I think that's all it is, that we adjust to it. And the adjustment part sometimes is scary, right? So when we could get over the fear, the hump of that, unknown, or getting used to a new way of being, when we keep doing it over and over again, it's like a 3-month probation period. I always think of it like that. Anytime I go through an energy, I'm like, okay, this is going to suck for a little while, but I'm going to just move through it knowing that it's going to suck. It's like, okay, fine, I'll suck through it for 3-4 months. And if in 3 or 4 months it doesn't feel good, then I know to readjust and do something different, or I start to get used to it. It's really interesting because oh my goodness, Taurus, there is so much that is waiting for you to claim it. I'm getting invitations. I'm just getting a lot of new energy coming in, opportunities. There's like a flood that is coming in now. I wanted to share a story. I went to the bank the other day, and it's reminding me of the Four of Wands and the Ace of Cups. There was an employee, a teller, that was talking to a customer. And I was waiting for my teller to come back because they were off getting their manager to ask them something. And as I was listening to this conversation, this girl was asking him how long he's been at the bank. And he's like, 6 months. She's like, how do you like it? And he said, when I first started here, I hated it. And he was being really honest, so I can hear this. And he said, and she's like, what about now? And he's like, it's not too bad. I'm starting to get used to it. Right? So sometimes we have to get used to a new energy, a new experience. So this is what I feel Spirit is opening the door for you, is to allow yourself to open your door as well, to match and connect with Spirit here as, you're stepping into this new chapter, this old chapter. What is this for you? Share with me in the comment section below here, Taurus. Your story might connect with someone else's story, and this is a purpose of this channel. It is open, so share with me how these cards are coming into your life, how you're going through these experiences. What is it that you're doing to get through it? Are there any past ones that you can share with us that were really tough, that were actually blessings in disguise? Because this is what I'm seeing, are blessings in disguise. And it's time. It's now time for whatever this is to happen. You knew that this was going to happen. I feel you knew the time was coming. It was about time before this happened. So this open heart, there's a major expansion happening here. You're going to find yourself connecting with others on a deeper level in a way that you never have before. This is really interesting because I feel you're sharing your story in some way, whether it's verbally or it's through just your the way that you're moving your body. It's through your nonverbal expression. This is what I'm getting here. And there's almost like this inspiration that is sparking in someone else from seeing you going through something. So you know what? I feel you have inspired someone through some of the challenging experiences you have gone through. This could be your children. Maybe someone's like letting you know that they think you're incredibly strong and they're inspired by you, Taurus, because you've gone through a lot of experiences and you're able to share how you have overcome some of the challenges you have faced. It's like this opening up of healing, and they want you to actually open yourself up. They want you to allow yourself to be open to heal and receive healing in your life. I feel this is going to be a big one for some of you. There's a renewal, a rebirth happening, a cleansing of energy. And, again, I'm seeing group events. Perhaps you're invited to some sort of a meditation that helps clear energy, or you went to a Reiki session, right? Energy healing. Perhaps you are an energy healer and you work with people that have gone through trauma or experiences that were really challenging, that have left them in a place where they feel lost, or their body needs healing, their mind needs healing. I'm getting like somatic exercises. I'm getting hypnotherapy, psychology here as well. It's a door that's opening, an opportunity to really allow yourself to experience life for what it is for you. And I feel this is what Spirit is naturally opening you up to your awareness as you're moving through whatever it is that you're moving through, because the experience itself is what is opening you to whatever this is. Because if you're going to stay here in this castle, you know, anytime I get the Tower card, I've mentioned this many times before, is I get Shrek. So Shrek is coming in as a sign for you today. I don't always get it for Tower cards, but today I'm getting that for you. And, you know, maybe there's something, I feel you've been holding something together for a long time. Something that feels like it was breaking. And it's just like, I don't feel like you can hold on to it anymore. So I feel they're wanting you to let it go. Allow this chapter to close and move on to the next one. I feel you've been seeing the next one already, but there's almost like there's this last farewell that needs to happen. And maybe you're going through that last farewell as you're allowing that past to just move away into the past. What they're showing me is someone that was on a paraglider or a hot air balloon, and they came down from that. And as you're coming down, the actual parachute part is floating away, like off the person, and it just kind of allows them to land and safely move into this new experience, this new land. This is how the Ace of Cups is coming in for you. And water energy, this is about you balancing and creating peace within your own body water. Okay, so that's coming through. All right, so what I'm going to do now is pull a spirit animal card for you. So this is a spirit animal that is coming forward, that is guiding you through this chapter closing and this new chapter opening. All right, and whatever this was, remember, you've outgrown it. It no longer belongs in your experience. You've outgrown it. You're expanding, you're growing in your life experience. And it's about time that that came through. So in my practice, anytime a card that falls to the ground, it doesn't belong to you, okay? So that's the intention that I set before I start my readings. So we are getting a skunk spirit. Have any of you seen a skunk recently? This is a confirmation. If you haven't, you're seeing one now on your screen. So know your worth. 54 is the number here. So you might be seeing this number along with the number 16, the number 4, and the number 1. These are the numbers that are coming through. So 54, these are all light code frequencies that are connecting you to this reading, to this message, to this energy. So what do you value, Taurus? What do you value in your life? And what do you believe in? Is your best, most authentic self on display? Is it? And Skunk Spirit comes as a reminder that you can be proud of who you are and what you have accomplished. Know your worth. Not everyone will agree with you or share your values, but you can walk with your head high, knowing that when you express your integrity, others can feel your authenticity and will be inspired by it. Be who you are, and if your reputation precedes you, good. You have much to be proud of, and Skunk Spirit wants you to be your best self, the true you. Now, I feel called to read the protection message as well. Not everyone will appreciate you, Taurus. Many people have issues of their own to address, and you may trigger something in them, but if so, no matter. Skunk Spirit calls you to be fully yourself without apology. Now is a time for honesty and admitting that something does not sit right for you. You deserve the self-respect that comes when you courageously choose to stand up for yourself and speak your truth in love. Remember who you are and what really matters to you and act with integrity. You will be so glad that you did. So look at that. Skunk Spirit is here. And you know what? Because we're getting this skunk, I feel that some of you may have smelt a skunk. Maybe you didn't see one, but you smelt it. I remember when I was driving to work one day, there was a skunk on the road and I drove over it, like I just drove my car over without running it over because it was already dead. But oh my goodness, the smell hotboxed my whole car and I was like gagging the whole time. To me, sometimes when it's faint, it does smell like marijuana. So perhaps some of you are smelling marijuana, or marijuana is coming up as a sign for some of you. So your angel number to close and seal your reading today is 1616. They want you to free your spirit. Free your spirit. You're not meant to be locked up or in a castle, locked away. You're meant to be free and open. Okay, so your life is overflowing with promise. This is what this card is. There's a lot of personal growth that is coming, and you're going to find that you are taking flight in your life. They want you to believe in yourself, believe in the power of you, and they want you to tap into your power of ambition. They want you to be ambitious at this time. So this is your message. This is your reading. I hope it resonates for you. If it does, please comment below, hit that like button. And if you're brand new to my channel and you're enjoying my content, please consider subscribing. Other than that, I wanted to wish you all a beautiful day and thank you so much for watching. All right, everyone, those of you that have made it this far in the video, thank you so much for your love and support, everyone. I wanted to officially announce that I've launched another channel. It is called The Sacred Oracles. I'll leave you a link in the description box below. It's something that's been sitting within me for a long time, and now it's finally taken shape. And I've got my first video up already, a reading for you and a welcome video. So make sure you go check that out. It is an opportunity for me to express my creativity through different divination tools to bring you more messages. So yeah, go check that out on the other channel. And thank you again so much for your love and support here, everyone. Until the next time. Now, I just wanted to remind everyone that I do have a secondary channel, Sacred Knowledge Living, where myself, my husband Paul, his brother Tom, and Tom's wife Katomi bring you more content. Katomi also brings us the Magic Intention candle, so she has a lot of behind the scenes there. We have meditations and podcasts. Now, I also wanted you to check out my website, www.sacredknowledgetarot.com. I have a lot of offerings there as well, which include my 14-day Mindset Challenge ebook and the 60-day Soul Commitment Challenge that myself and my husband Paul put together for all of you. So make sure you go check that out. Now, I also wanted you to check out some of these videos, especially if you enjoyed the video that you just watched. So enjoy, and until the next time.